Zwift is the big new noise in indoor training. More than 13,000 people applied for only 1,000 places on the beta for the programme that promises hyper-realistic graphics combined with a gamified approach to training. That number swelled to 18,000. So what's it like? Cycling Weekly has been riding the beta version, and we're the first to bring you a proper look at it. Zwift is an animated world at the moment, a lap round an island, with climbs, sprints and descents. When it launches, sometime after January 2015, you'll pay $10 a month. Create an account and log in. Super simple. Pair heart rate, speed and cadence. Again, dead easy. You'll need to pair your trainer using an ANT dongle. On a Wahoo Kicker, it's instant. Zwift say you'll get the best results using a PC less than 3 years old, and looking at the graphics, you can see why. A Mac version is in development. Let's take a look at some of the individual features of the platform, and remember it is still in beta, and then we'll consider what's probably the biggest appeal of Zwift, its social aspect. Firstly, you don't steer. The software takes care of that. As you gain achievements, you win the right to customise your avatar, so you'll be able to choose a jersey or a set of wheels. You can choose from lots of different views, like rider's point of view, a look behind, side on, from behind, you coming up and past, and the cleverest, a helicopter shot. Initially this was done using a keyboard, which can be awkward when you're riding hard, but Zwift have just released an iOS app, so you can use a phone or an iPad to switch views. It's easier, but you'll need a mount on the bike to make it really neat. The app also lets you see who's riding when you're away from the bike, which is really useful, and it's even got buttons to make your avatar make certain gestures. Gimmicky, but kind of nice. The blue dudes are AIs, artificial intelligences or bot riders. They can be pacers or opponents, useful if no other live riders are on the island. Your avatar reacts to what you're doing, so a hard kick, look at Watt's counter rise, gets him out of the saddle, and if you back off or get in the draft, he sits up. As you'll have spotted by now, you get power, cadence and heart rate displayed top left. Speed, distance, height and elapsed time are in the middle, and terrain, position on the island and gradient are on the right. Here's an example of an achievement unlocked. I drafted a bot rider for a period, so I get a prize. Other achievements are available for sprints and climbs and fast laps. Early on in the beta it was hard to draft other riders. The software wasn't reacting to subtle changes in your pace, but frequent updates are fixing problems and refining the platform all the time. The ability for subtle changes to pace and power to be accurately reflected in the game are now much improved. Okay, let's look at some of the social and competitive aspects of Zwift. There are several riders on the island today, and we're at the foot of the main climb. I'm going to try to tempt other riders into a race up the climb, and I can also compete for the polka dot jersey by beating the best current time for the Calder Zwift. It's just over 93 seconds, and I can keep track of where I am against it with the clock counting up. I've let the rider in the green jersey get ahead. I can see just how far in the leaderboard on the right. A new feature, also visible on the leaderboard on the right, is other riders' watts per kilo rating. This is really cool because you can see immediately how hard they're working compared to you. At present all riders weigh 75 kilos. This will change when the platform goes live, so you can enter your real weight. With 200 metres to go, I put the hammer down to see if I can get the win on the climb. I'm up to around 7 watts per kilo. I can see my rival's not reacting to the attack because he's dropped right down to around 4 watts per kilo. I'm confident I've got this sprint to the line in the bag. With 100 metres to go, I've got 5 seconds on him. Let's see if I can push on and get the polka dot jersey. Yep, job done. My rider has a drink to celebrate the jersey. Competing like this does bring a whole new dimension to turbo training. It's immersive and engaging, and the time flies by. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I find it motivational and enjoyable. Let's take a look at a sprint. I'm tucked in behind another rider. There's another rival, but he's 20 metres back and falling away fast. My man tucks in behind me at about 3 metres distant. I can also check his work rate in watts per kilo on the right. With 100 metres to go, I sprint for the line. The power on the left shoots up and accurately reflects the big effort. I get the win and unlock an achievement, this time for hitting 800 watts. You can, of course, upload to Strava. Save the ride in Zwift, pausing to take a look at your ride stats. Open Strava, find the .fit file on your PC and manually upload. I expect this process will become much more integrated as the platform develops. In Strava, Zwift Island is shown as a real place, which is a bit weird, and it looks like I got 5th on a lap of the island. Let's see who's ahead of me. Well, 2 places up the leaderboard is Ted King. Yes, that Ted King, the American pro rider Ted King. The Zwift beta is impressive. It's well executed, looks great and works well. Updates add valuable new features, and it looks as though this will be ongoing. There will be other worlds than Zwift Island added, and an already sophisticated platform looks like it's heading for a very polished product. Whether it really takes off depends on how many people subscribe. The social element is the standout one. Competing and riding in company definitely makes the turbo time fly. But to be really successful, it needs a critical mass of people, so you can always find someone online of your level to compete against. It will also need to up its serious training element if it's to appeal to those who use the turbo as a proper training tool. But again, Zwift are on record as saying that's a real ambition, and the early edition of the watts per kilo metric bodes well. All in all, it's hard not to be anything other than very impressed.